In this edition of City News, we'll show you how South Bay cities honored several of their police officers and firefighters. Also see why city's four-legged officers got a pat on the back. Plus see how the art scene continues to thrive in the city of Hawthorne. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. Brave and heroic are just two of the words used to describe first responders, and to honor them, many South Bay cities came together to recognize their efforts. Ernesto Giles has more.
The 42nd Annual Medal of Valor Awards luncheon, held at the Marriott in Torrance, honored those who went above and beyond the call of duty.
It feels really good. I have never been anything like this before. This is a selfless job. We don't expect things like this. I personally don't expect things like this, but to be recognized, it's really nice.
Completely prideful. Today is a special day because with our recipient for Medal of Valor and our two recipients for Life-Saving Awards, it really gives us a chance to show the community just some of the great work that actually the police department does daily.
Every day, police officers and firefighters go to work, not knowing what they will encounter while on duty. This was the case for Officer Alex Kahn, who received one of the Medal of Valor Awards.
At that time, my adrenaline was going, but everything slowed down for me. I thought it was going to go real fast, but everything slowed down. At that time, I couldn't believe that someone would get out right in front of a police car in a marked black and white car and just start shooting at someone.
Officer Kahn is referring to an incident that happened in April 2015, where he had only moments to jump into action to stop a shooter and prevent any further harm to anyone.
Going through the training definitely prepares you for it, but as an officer, you have to mentally prepare every single day. Because if you don't prepare yourself mentally every day, you may not be able to react a certain way when certain incidents come.
According to Officer Michael Murray, recipient of the Life-Saving Award for the second time, it all comes down to the training that officers receive that prepares them for almost any scenario.
It's actually, believe it or not, it's actually very surreal. Based on your training and experience, our department, we're really good at making sure that our officers are extremely capable officers. I'm one of our instructors on our TAC Med program and a member of our SWAT team. So it was really just going through the motions of what my training was.
Chief Faire notes that sometimes it is the simplest of things that can turn a situation from good to bad.
In any minute, you can do something very simple or something life-saving or potentially life-threatening to yourself as an officer.
Several officers expressed that they don't do their jobs for the recognition, but to help others and their communities. For HCTV, I'm Ernesto Giles.
Congratulations to the Hawthorne Police Department and to all of this year's honorees. The Hawthorne American Legion Post 314 and VFW Post 2075 hosted a Memorial Day program outside the Memorial Center. The ceremony honored those who served and are currently serving in our military.
Americans of every generation have been called upon to defend the frontiers of freedom, and too many did not return to their families.
City and state dignitaries were also there to honor and thank the men and women for their service.
I want to honor the service of all the servicemen and servicewomen who have passed away in memoriam, and those who are here with us today.
Today serves as a solemn reminder that our security and liberty are possible because of the men and women in uniform of every generation since the Revolutionary War.
During the ceremony, those military members who transferred to Post Everlasting within the last year were also remembered.
Walter L. Wilson.
No response.
All of us at HCTV would like to thank our military for their service. Police officers take crime seriously, and to make sure criminals are caught, they send out their small and nimble partners, their canines. The community is doing its part to keep its four-legged officers well cared for by coming together for the 36th Annual Canine Community Barbecue Dinner. Zarina Carazada has more.
Meet Hawthorne Police Department's canine officers Ruka, Mido, Tango, and Scotty. 3 of these canines can be both vicious and lovable, while the other takes time to put a smile on people's faces. Just like any dog, they play games and find the toy they are after. Mido, Ruka, and Tango put their life on the line fighting crime daily. And with budget cuts, the community made a decision to help out. The Hawthorne President's Council made it a yearly effort to give back by hosting its Canine Community Barbecue Dinner.
The Hawthorne PD, they do a fine job protecting us every day, and especially, even the canines, the units, they have a lot of narcotic, very heavy job duties that they go undercover.
Which is why Chairman Alex Montero gathers donations to cover food, drinks, and prizes to make sure 100% of the proceeds go straight to the Hawthorne Police Department's Canine Unit.
The amount is almost inconsequential. It's the fact that how many times can you really find in the public, in society nowadays, where people are contributing in that kind of capacity?
More than 400 people came out to contribute and meet the canines, making it the first time people outnumbered the food served.
The support that we see here from the residents goes to show that they're very proud of what they've done for the community.
The more support we show to our police department, the stronger we look as a community.
One donor says it's his way of showing his favorite dogs he cares.
I like it when the money goes to the dogs, which supports them to make them feel better and do more training.
Hawthorne Police canine handlers say with each hand that pets their partners is another bond made with their community. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Kerzada.
This year's event raised more than $6,500. To donate, contact the Hawthorne President's Council at 310-978-4357. In addition to the support given at the dinner for the Canine Unit, the Hawthorne's PD, Mido, and Tango also received protective gear for another nonprofit. Vested Interest in Canines Incorporated, a nonprofit organization, donated 2 bullet and stab-proof vests.
Lately, there's been unfortunately, a lot of injuries to police canines due to shooting and stab wounds. So hopefully this kind of thing will be a lifesaver for one of our dogs.
Each vest costs more than $1,000 and weighs about 5 pounds. Coming up next on City News, we'll take you to see high school students being honored. Also, find out how high school students showed off their technical skills. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. The South Bay Workforce Investment Board held their annual Fit for Gold graduation event. Tony Long Jr. has the story.
High school students from around the South Bay area were awarded medals and certificates for completing Fit for Gold, a program designed to help teens improve academic performance, nutrition, and physical fitness.
This program for the cadets brings leadership skills, team building, mentoring for younger youth, and so this program has been going on for 13 years.
Another concept that the program was designed for was to prepare the students a chance to establish some necessary workplace experience for their future.
The important thing is to get them jobs. But for the high school kids, what we want to do is keep them in school so that they can get a better job once they graduate.
2 of the program's cadets, Fatima, a Lusinger High School graduate, and Enrique, an Inglewood High School graduate, received a scholarship from South Bay Web.
This scholarship is about $500, and it's gonna go for my educational cause, so it will help me for my tuition.
Well, it feels really great because it's gonna help me in the future in college and help me with anything that I need in the future,
According to Jan Vogel, over 90% of the students who joined the program will graduate, while approximately 90% will go on to post-high school education. For HCTV, I'm Tony Long Jr.
For more information on Fit for Gold, contact the South Bay Workforce Investment Board at 310-970-7700. A student's passion for learning can stem from a teacher's commitment to teaching. And engaging a student can be tough, but also a job that has its rewards. In the past 2 years, 8 of 11 schools in the Hawthorne School District were recognized as Gold Ribbon schools. This year alone totaled 5. The award is based on individual programs taught at school sites. The majority of the schools recognized were one-of-a-kind programs, keeping students ahead of the game.
We are a high-poverty school district. There's no question about that. But we also have some of the most passionate, dedicated people in the world working here, and it's all about the kids.
For the complete story about the winning schools and their programs, look for our special feature. With businesses like SpaceX and Northrop Grumman, The push for science, technology, engineering, and math education is immense in Hawthorne, and students are ready to take a peek into the world of builders and doers. Tony Long Jr. takes us to this year's Schoolmaker Fair.
6 school districts, El Camino College, and local industry partners make up the AME-TLL consortium in the South Bay region. The consortium partnered with Hawthorne High School of Engineering to hold the 2nd annual Schoolmaker Fair. Their goal? To prepare students and their parents for post-secondary education and their 21st century careers.
STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is going to be a really big component of their children's education.
Centinela Valley Union High School District Superintendent Gregory O'Brien says that a STEM education can start at a very young age.
Little kids are able to come here. Right behind us you can see they're playing with their Lego sets. It starts with play, kids having fun. And then guess what? As I'm having fun, I'm learning new skills.
It was just getting the kids excited about put together a very complex, fun toy.
Hawthorne High engineering students proudly showed off their projects.
I just have an interest in building and learning how things work. So the more I take apart, the more I know how to make, and pretty much that helps me build more things, better things, yeah.
Pacheco hopes the community hops on the STEM bandwagon.
I think it's just a big component of the community to understand what's happening in their local schools.
According to Superintendent O'Brien, Hawthorne students are preparing for the workforce in the 21st century. For HCTV, this is Tony Long Jr.
During the event, Chevron presented a $25,000 check to Hawthorne High School in support of STEM education. The Lark Gallery Hawthorne show at Phantom Galleries LA celebrated its opening reception for their latest exhibit named California. The show represents the artist's vision and perception of our Golden State.
This beauty needs discovery. It's not like it's a European city. You come and you see all these beautiful streets, old buildings. California almost doesn't have history. We are history.
Both pieces are, in a sense, inspired by California and whatever this wonderful land offers to us.
Lark Gallery has over 100 artist members, and for every show, different artists are selected, giving them all an opportunity to showcase their work.
I always trying to show that how tender and vulnerable nature, and it's more impressionistic. So you see impressions of the nature, not realistic, right?
Starting with a blank canvas, blank sheet of paper, whatever, and putting my first mark on that paper and seeing what develops.
This gallery also had a solo show named Talk to Me LA by Irina Sholopov of paintings inspired by the streets and vistas of California and Los Angeles.
Behind each and every piece there is some interaction of her as an artistic soul, as a human being with this beautiful city.
And it was just, in front of this building. I made picture, I made photo. I do make photo because in Los Angeles it's impossible to paint on the street. And then I create this and call it honeymoon on Western Ave. You see this?
During the reception, Irina's son and a local singer also delighted guests with live music.
When she passes, each one she passes goes. I'm getting, acclimated to the gallery, being in my neighborhood, and hopefully others will discover it and start coming out.
When people express themselves, they're happy actually, and they make other people happy.
The artwork ranges in styles, techniques, and technical skills, offering a bit of something for everyone. The exhibit is located at 12609 Hawthorne Boulevard and will run until June 25th. To learn more about this gallery, visit www.larkgallery.com. When we return, we'll show you why these high school teens are making bowls. Rotary International brings together a global network of volunteer leaders dedicated to tackling the world's most pressing humanitarian challenges like polio. Francisco Castillo shows us how their Hawthorne High School student-based chapter raised money.
The Knights and Daconians held their annual Pies for Polio during lunchtime to help raise money to end polio.
It's one of our service organizations, Knights and Diaconians, does it. It's kind of a fun event. I think the kids love it. They love giving us the business.
We collect money for tickets in exchange for a pie where students are able to actually pie their teachers.
Hawthorne High School faculty willingly volunteered to participate.
I'm happy to support the cause. I'm happy to be pied for polio.
I expect them to pie their teachers or favorite teachers or least favorite teachers, but I expect them to have fun and participate so that we can raise money and make a difference.
The cost was $2 per pie, with the funds going to Rotary International's goal to achieve a polio-free world.
I know polio is still affects people in both Afghanistan and Pakistan, so those are the two major countries that we work towards eradicating polio in.
Our main goal is to raise money and be able to provide to the vaccines and the medication that is needed for them to eradicate it for good.
Well, they say when in Rome, plus it's for a good cause. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information about Rotary and their future events, visit www.rotary.org. The 6th Annual Good Neighbors Day is just around the corner. It's scheduled for Saturday, July 16th at the Hawthorne Civic Center. If you know anyone who would like to show off a talent or a band interested in performing, contact the city clerk by emailing him at norbhuber@gmail.com. Lusinger High School recently brought back ceramic classes and provided a way for students to give back to the community. Francisco Castillo gives us the details.
Gretchen Hook teaches her students how to make different shapes and items using clay. She then found a nonprofit that could benefit from the students' projects.
Empty Bowls as an idea started over 25 years ago. It started in a classroom where a teacher wanted to do something to give back.
The Empty Bowls project started in 1990 at a high school ceramics class in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Now different schools and organizations donate to this project, helping to accomplish the mission to create positive and lasting changes through the arts, education, and projects that build community.
The money that's raised from the event goes to a hunger organization. So our money is going to be going to the Los Angeles Regional Food Bank.
Alexandra, a student at Lusinger, feels that even the smallest help will go a long way.
Like us as teenagers, we can't do much to help, but knowing that we can do something small, especially through school, and something that we enjoy doing, it makes it feel good.
I think it's going to a very good place, and I wish more people had come out to buy them because it's going to help the poor.
One of Ben's classmates made a bowl that caught Ben's eye. He couldn't resist, so he bought it.
I saw this one and I'm like, I have to have this one. This one looks so pretty.
Approximately 29 bowls were sold at their annual sale. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information about the Empty Bowl project, visit www.emptybowls.net. Pet owners spend quality time looking after and caring for their four-legged friends, and when a pet goes sick or missing, it can turn the owner's world upside down. To keep the cost down and to avoid a possible heartbreak, the City of Hawthorne hosted its annual Rabies Clinic at the Hawthorne City Hall. Zarina Karazada has more.
Meet Dr. Kumar Srangaram, or Dr. Kumar for short. He has worked as a veterinarian in Hawthorne for more than 30 years and spent the last 15 also as a volunteer veterinarian for the Hawthorne Rabies Clinic. He says it's a priority to be here each year because of two things: keeping owners educated on vaccinations and making it affordable.
A lot of people, just because of the cost, they don't want to get their dogs vaccinated.
And from what one owner says and the long line behind her, it couldn't be any more true.
First of all, we have 2 dogs, so everything's more expensive, double. So here the prices are really good for the vaccinations and the license.
Dog and cat owners lined up early to receive low-cost rabies shots, microchipping, licensing, and renewals.
It's a good thing because there's a lot of dogs out here that don't have their shots, and we don't need nobody getting bit.
Having a pet microchipped isn't a fun experience for anyone. But Hawthorne Animal Control Officer Helen Coronel says a little discomfort now can save owners heartbreak later.
If I pick up a dog that has a current license, I can run it in the computer, find out where the dog lives, take the dog home, doesn't have to go to a shelter.
Nationwide, the American Humane Society says more than 10 million dogs and cats are lost or stolen each year. In Los Angeles County, about 4,000 of those lost or stolen pets are returned to their owners.
Hopefully they'll go to their own regular vets and get their dogs vaccinated in the future.
Which is why Dr. Kumar and Animal Control Officer Coronel say the clinic is a bridge for owners to take the next step in taking care of their pets. For HCTV, I'm Zarina Karzada.
More than 300 pets were seen at the event. For more information on pet vaccinations, contact the Animal Medical Center in Hawthorne at 310-978-4065. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. We'll take you to see what happened at this year's Holly Park Pancake Breakfast. Plus, we will show you the new community mural at Juan de Anza Elementary School. And we will take you to an artifact forum and music workshop, Good Vibes. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630 or email us at hctv@hawthorneca.gov. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from the Rabies Clinic. See you next time.